Tonight we've got a very special guest with us, Gary Busey. Gary, let's talk about Dremel.
Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing, get it out of my face.
I'm guessing Dremel's not your jam?
It's not my jam, I don't buy jam, I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
I'm really sorry, Gary's had to go, but tonight we are talking about Dremel, we are talking about scroll sawing, and Kez is going to be demonstrating tonight how you turn something from just being scroll sawed into a lovely piece of art. Let's watch.
Hello and welcome to the Misfit Maker show. I'm Kez, for those of you that don't know. This is Phil, and then we have the lovely Mark from pt.dremelmarketing. Andy will be along in a little while. He's just having some technical issues. Right, tonight I am going to be scrolling away and carving away while you listen to these guys. So I'm going to get going because I need a full hour. So what we're going to do is start off on the scroll saw. If you bring me over to the camera over there, please, Phil. Thank you very much.
I will when you get there.
Yes, I'm here. Oh my God, my chair is so tiny.
So what's Kez doing, Phil? What's she making?
She might explain in a second.
Okay, so I'm going to make a spooky piece of art because our 13-year-old asked for a spooky piece of art. So I'm going to start off here. I have got a pumpkin that I'm just going to scroll around the outside, and then I'm going to be carving. So I've got here the Motosaw with the fine cutting wood blade, which is the MS52. So we're going to start with that. So it may be a little noisy, so I'm just going to put my mic on mute.
Right, she can't interfere now, so we can say what we like and she can't talk.
Can she still hear us? Say what we want.
I can hear you.
Right, so
we'll have
a look. So we have Raina Bigfoot Woodcraft. I've got to listen to her now. Jamie from JP Woodworks in. Evening, Jamie.
Evening, Jamie.
From Huey Line Arts in.
Good evening.
And Andrew from AGK's joined us.
Hello.
Scott, the Blue Light Turners in.
Evening, Scott.
Lisa Bundy Rose here.
Hello, Lucy.
I hope you've got your bingo card ready, Lucy.
Must be your turn this time, Lucy.
And that is it for the moment. And we'll have to announce anybody.
Cornish
Maid's just joined us evening.
Yeah. Valerie's here as well.
Yeah, Valerie's still counting screws.
Counting screws? What do you mean?
There's a story goes along with that, though.
Oh, you have to tell me afterwards. Jennifer's Craft Creations as well, that looks of it.
Evening, Jennifer.
Phil, what wood is Kez scrolling through there?
Currently, she's scrolling a piece of tulip.
Tulip, did you say?
Tulip, otherwise known in the US as poplar.
Nice. And it's a pumpkin head she's scrolling.
Well, it's a pumpkin she's scrolling.
A pumpkin. Okie dokie. And has she told you what she's planning to do with the rest of it, or is she just going to wing it?
Doing the rest of it, but we'll just keep that to ourselves as we go along, and people have to find out, won't they?
Fair enough. So I wonder what everyone's been up to this week, because it's been, this month, it's been almost 4 weeks since we last spoke to anybody. So what have you all been up to whilst we've been on holiday? Has anyone had a nice holiday away?
We'll have to find out. We haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, it looks like Andy is about to join us any minute now.
Shall we let him in?
No, let's leave him out. We don't need him.
Oh,
look at that sad face. We've got to.
How could you be so mean? I'm sorry I'm late. Family emergency. My mother ran over my neighbour's hedge.
Oh. I imagine there's a story to that.
There is, yeah. It was interesting. So, what did I miss? What have I missed? Hello, everyone. By the way, hello.
So Kez has a piece of tulip, and she's currently using the Motosaw to cut out a pumpkin, and that's where we're up to.
Nice. Very cool.
Right, that's better.
Oh, no, it's not.
See a bit
No,
better.
that's better.
Let's say, yeah, we're going to have the close-up of, don't get me wrong, I like Mark's face, but I don't think that's why people joined to what? Well, maybe they did. Maybe.
Yeah, everyone comes to see my face.
Right, so
Obviously.
sorry, Mark, did you say she was cutting up tulip?
Or as Phil said, also known as popular. It's
Popular.
wood. It's
So
wood.
the next your question then. Lucy's been to the Oak Fair today. Huey's been to has had a holiday at Skeg Vegas.
Skeg Vegas. I've not been there in years.
Vegas.
And Andrew from AGK's had a holiday in the workshop.
That sounds like
Really?
a proper
I
good holiday.
thought he would have gone to Mordor or something.
Mordor.
No? It was AGK and the Fellowship of the Woodturners, is it not? No?
Fellowship of the Woodturners. Is that an actual thing? Or have you just made that up?
It could be. It could well be.
It's a new name for the AWGB.
What is Kez making? You can see we're prepared. I haven't got a clue. I genuinely don't.
It's a wait and see.
Oh, okay. Love a wait and see.
It's a pumpkin.
Of course, yeah, we're doing the pumpkin, aren't we? Yeah.
Huey says that it's Frodo. Is it that Andrew is a Frodo woodturner?
Frodo the Woodturner. Blue listener says he's fallen into the crick-up mud trap. I've seen some of your mugs. I bet you feel a right mug doing that now. Hey. JP Woodworks trying to get the bingo calls in early by the looks of it.
Is he? Don't know what he said in that.
Yeah, it's not going to say
Can't
it.
really-
Not gonna say it.
Yeah, I
yet.
can't really read the message.
Talking of bingo calls, I hope you're marking them down this week, Mark, because I forgot. I forgot to print mine this week.
Well, I don't actually print mine. Mine's on screen, so and I have to memorize it. Oops. Oh well.
Mine's on that screen over there, so I look like I'm thinking. I have to like copy and paste different X's to put over it. But I'm guessing, as we've already started, that we've explained, or someone's explained, the Motosaw is a type of scroll saw. Is that correct?
I don't think we had actually. So it's a good job you came along to do that.
Okay, well, it's why I'm here, obviously, to point out the obvious.
Yeah, Rob from Klingsborough Braces has joined us.
Oh, nice.
I like the fact that you don't have to have the base plate on it. You can use it hands-free if you want to. You can use it like...
What is that type of saw called, Mark?
I don't know, but I've been fretting about it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What?
No.
You can see Phil's dying a little bit inside.
Phil, is she using popular for any particular reason? Is it softer than maybe some of the other woods, or?
It is one of the softer hardwoods. It's quite nice to cut. It's quite nice to carve. It's quite nice to burn. You can paint on it easily.
Yeah.
And it's quite cheap.
Which is also very handy.
Yeah.
Which is I'm just going to say it because I don't know if people got it, but it's also a fret saw, just in case, so we can take that off.
Fret saw. Yes.
Fret saw, correct me if I'm wrong, Phil and Mark. That means that you obviously can holding it handheld. Is that what makes it a fret saw? Is that what a fret saw is, basically?
Essentially, yes.
Yes, saw, coping saw.
Coping saw.
Okay,
Fret
so
saw.
we have a pumpkin. We have
That
the
time, it's
outline.
taking ages.
Yeah, it feels like it. So what we've got is a pumpkin here, and I am going to use the 40flex. No, it's not the 40flex. It's the 4250 with the multi-function cutting blade. I don't know whether
Focus.
there.
I am, Phil. I'm paying attention.
Yeah. What we're going to do is going to cut some grooves in it and do some groovy things with it. So what I'm going to do is, Phil, if you take the camera to you now, because what I've got to do is shift this camera, and I don't want everybody feeling sick.
Right.
Oh my god!
Hello. Well, it's one of them shows, is it?
Yeah, that's the one. Over to you.
I have to say the workshop's coming on nicely behind you there, Phil.
The other side isn't.
He's looking pretty.
The bits
other
we can
side
see it
isn't.
on nicely.
Yeah, she's thrown all the bits out of here.
I haven't
Yeah.
done anything at all. Nothing of the sort.
So then, so I take it, Kez, you're going to use that multi-purpose cutting bit to cut the holes out of it, so the eyes and that.
No.
Oh,
Now,
no.
what it is that on the Motosaw, the turns aren't as very tight. So
Gotcha.
I do have one I prepared earlier.
Ooh.
Okay, so what
Is
we're
this
going
going to
to do
be full of
is,
Blue Peter moments?
yes, it is going to be full of Blue Peter moments, because
Awesome.
it has taken me about a week to make this piece of artwork. So yeah, so as you can see here, I've already started cutting in the grooves here where the pumpkin would be to make it 3D. You can see that already.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do is carry on with this cutter and just go around the edges and just smooth it out, and then I will move on to a tungsten carbide to then smooth out, because if you look, you can see this one leaves grooves in, and we don't want the grooves, but this removes a lot of material pretty fast.
Gotcha.
So
Am I right in
Yeah.
thinking that's known as the Madonna bit?
the what?
The Madonna bit
Possibly.
gets into the groove.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
so, right. I'm going to turn my mic off just a second again, because you don't want to be listening to this. It's very noisy.
I have to listen to it though.
Well, I don't care about you. You're daft enough to put up with me.
James,
you got
should
some
see
sort
it
of
as
split,
grown
he's got
as
you
well,
at one
so-
end, Kez. He's got me a mark at the other.
Are you? Is Kez using that particular bit for any reason, or is it just the best bit for the job?
I think she just likes using that bit on that.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense if it removes a shed load of material in more quickly,
Yeah, it's
and
quite
then you're
aggressive.
going over it to smooth it out later on. Then,
Yeah, it's taken off a fair bit of material. I've never actually tried using that for that purpose. So
It's a new one for you.
yeah.
a new one for me as well.
I think Andy's just clicked on, Andrew from Major K's just clicked on that we've got a few dad jokes here.
Yeah.
You've not noticed that before, Andrew?
I'm full of the dad jokes, me. In fact, people at work now come to me to tell me their dad jokes.
Yeah, that's quite bad, isn't it?
It's got bad. And they also seem quite proud of their own dad jokes. Yes.
Okay, so she's getting into the groove. She's doing the Madonna, as you said, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, would you? This is a bit of a dumb question, but do all of the carving and cutting bits work on any type of wood? It's just they'll take off more softwood than they would hardwood. Is that?
I mean,
yeah.
I've never struggled with any particular type of wood, and I've done it on oak, which is particularly strong. Pine. As I say, I've not used that bit. I've used the structured tooth ones, the tungsten carbide, which I think she's going on to next. I think.
Yeah, which I had lying around here somewhere, which I don't know where they are.
Hold on. Where's the camera? So that's the one I tend to use the most.
There you go. Let's just drag you on full screen a minute. There you go.
Yeah.
Do it again. People might actually be able to see you.
Oh.
Maybe not.
This doesn't focus. This doesn't focus. This is, yeah. So that's the one I use the most. But I have recently started using these more and more
Yeah.
since I've got them. They're
Yeah,
really
the
handy.
gold ones there, Mark's showing, are the max ones, so they last longer and remove more material.
Yeah, Jamie says you can store all your dad jokes in a certain item.
A certain item. What is that, sir? It feels like they're
It
trying
is-
to trip us up.
He's
Yeah,
trying to
they
get us
don't-
to say words. However, Andy, I feel you've been working on a project that he's mentioned in that comment. haven't you?
I have, and we might as well say it because I've stolen the idea from you, Mark. To be fair, I've been working on jerry cans or a jerry can recently, and I'm hoping to be able to show it on here at some point soon. It's currently at the spray painting stage, which is a massive learning curve. Because the last time when I was trying to the few days ago when I tried to spray paint another coating on it, the heavens opened and it got wet. So I was like, okay, so I had to rub it all down and start again. So I don't have a workshop, and it's really annoying me right now.
I know you're doing like a multi-color finish on it, which I'm watching with interest because someone's just asked me for a camouflage effect jerry can.
Oh.
So I'm watching to see what you do, and then hopefully learn from that.
Well, I know we should be talking about this. We're talking about a completely different project. The camouflage one might be easier, but let's have a chat about that on our next live stream, maybe, because that might be easier to do, and it might be easier than you think.
You tell Kez to keep the noise down. I'm trying to have a chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne Bigfoot's also says he hasn't got a workshop at the moment either.
Oh no.
Where's Wayne's workshop?
I knocked it down yesterday.
Oh, well, that was a bit mean.
So I can vouch for him. He hasn't got one just yet.
When you say you knocked it down, like, did you mean to knock it down or did you reverse into it?
Oh no, I deliberately knocked it down.
Oh, that's all right.
So he's having a bigger workshop built.
So were you doing your own version of the Three Little Piggies?
Something along those lines, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So I know, Kez, I don't know if you can hear us. Sorry, Mark. Sorry.
I was going to say, I wonder if Phil could ask Kez just to move the camera a bit because she's right on the bottom corner and we can't see.
There we go. Perfect.
Go. Thanks, Kez.
So, Kez, you are using that cutter for the detail as well?
She uses this cutter all the time for this sort of work.
Cool. Okay. So it's for like removing material, the really abrasive.
She's back.
I'm back for a second. What's the matter?
I'm just wondering, so that cutter, you're using it for obviously removing a lot of material in one go, but you're using it for detail, the harsh detail as well.
Yes, I am. What it does is, with the structured tooth, they take a lot of material away. But for what this is, I find that it takes just too much away. Whereas this is aggressive enough to take off what I need, but it's not. So it's not. It doesn't take off too much, if that makes sense. It's a pretty good tip, pretty good burr, sorry. And it is the one that I use for removing majority of materials when I'm carving. And I'm just about to, when I can spot it, I have now here the cone tungsten carbide. So it's the cone-shaped one. Now, I normally use either the cone. I'm going to use the cone for this one because I need to get into these pumpkin bits at a slight V shape. So that is why I'm going to use the cone one now. But the other one that I use is the straight version of the tungsten carbide cutter.
Okay.
They've all got the same bloody names. So you've got like... Oh, there it is. This one. This is the max one. Now that's got a flat edge. Now normally I use the one with a rounded edge if I'm doing a lot of the sort of flattish work. Okay, but I'm just going to pop the cone one in for now.
Kez, I'm sorry to interrupt. You know the bit you
Yeah,
were
go for it.
using? Is it
Yeah.
the tile cutting bit that you're using? Because it looks like
No,
that
it's the
rather than the
multi.
multi-purpose.
I'm
might
trying to
Might
find
be
it there.
the
Well,
tile
let's see
one.
who can get there first.
They are
I think it's
lovely.
562. Yeah, I think that's the tile cutting bit.
It might be the tile cutting bit. There you are. Can you see it?
It is.
It's got like,
It does
it's
look.
got like little teeth all over it.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive bit. Don't.
It is.
Don't. It is. Oh,
Don't get
Spyro
it on your
cut a bit.
finger.
562 for free cutting in tile walls, not floor tiles.
Okay, well, it's fantastic for carving.
Works well on wood. Yeah, works really well on wood too.
It works well. Right, I am
If it
So
going
that's
works-
answered Andrew's question.
Yeah, so that's
562.
Right, I
562.
am going to turn my mic off again, and I'm just going to cut into the groove bits because, like now at the moment, that leaves little lines everywhere in the carving. I don't know if you. I don't know if
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So you can see them now. Once I've used this, these will be removed. So I'm just going to turn my mic off so I don't deafen you quite so much.
So we're using these bits to smooth out the like the material, the areas that you've already carved out and left those grooves in, basically. Nice.
Trying to work it out.
Andrew says he's now got the 562 on his list.
I think that's the bit she's using now.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
9910.
We should be prepared with the questions like this, shouldn't we?
No, it's fine.
Well, that's why I've got the app.
So Phil,
So
if she's prepared a few blue Peter moments, how many pumpkin heads does she have lying around the workshop?
3 at the moment.
3.
One she's just cut out, one she's playing with now, and one she's sort of finished.
Sort of finished.
You'll see
Playing
in a
with
little
now.
while.
It's a technical term.
Yeah.
Playing with now, yeah. Definitely
So
technical
I
term.
imagine she can get into the really intricate details with that one.
Yeah.
She's kind of doing all, yeah, I guess because it's so thin, you can do all your intricate bits, can't you?
Yeah. It's also removing a lot of the lines.
Andy, you'll be really proud of me. I finally managed to give up my addiction to chocolate, marshmallows, and nuts. It's been a rocky road, but I've finally done it. No.
There, Jamie, that's another one for your list.
I kind of wish I hadn't bothered logging on today.
Yeah, we kind of wish that too.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah,
Oh.
That's understandable. You're only human. I can't blame you. Don't lol him, Jamie. Don't lol. No, don't encourage him.
The lols make it worse.
They do. See,
Don't
now
encourage
with the interns that I work with, they don't actually laugh anymore. They just say lol physically out loud. That's what they do. It's shocking.
Huey, that hurts. I feel that here, Huey.
I mean, to be fair, it's a bit rich for Louis to be talking about things being low, isn't it?
Ooh.
I tell you what, Andy, lol has got to be the most annoying thing ever. Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but there's something that's replacing lol apparently coming over from America. I'll have to try and remember what it is. Yeah. It was on the news the other day. Must be true.
And apparently, Wayne says that Jamie is already overqualified in the bad jokes. So,
Oh, no, thank God Huey can take a joke. Whew. Thought I'm offending our audience then. Yeah. Crikey.
yeah, it's bigger than you. Not in
Yeah,
height,
well, I didn't want it to
size.
just go over his head. Yeah.
So it's a fair bit of work this that Kez doing.
Yeah, and to smooth it all out and everything. Yeah. Would you not
can
be
see
better
why she
using
needs-
a?
Sorry, go on.
Would you not be better using a sanding drum, or would you go on to sanding it after you've done this bit?
So I'd probably do the same as Kez. Use what she's using to remove as much material as possible, and then go on something less aggressive to tidy it up.
Yeah, so what happens is that I will remove what I can and get all the grooves out, and then what I do is I tend to tidy up with these flat wheels.
Flat wheel.
They are absolutely amazing. And then, as you can see, with this one, it's a little bit teeny tiny because I've been using it. These are the abrasive wheels.
Abrasive deep.
I always want to call them abrasive buffs, but they're not the buffs. They are the easy click.
Easy speed flick, abrasive brushes.
Yeah. I can't remember which way around it goes.
To be fair, it's a bit of a mouthful.
The white one's 120. That one's 180 grit, and then there is a darker one that's 36 grit. I don't generally use much of the 36, but these two are ones that I use, and they are great for getting inside the details of, the carving and stuff. So.
And for those of you who don't know, as Kez said, these are the abrasive buffs. So the squidgy things. Squidgy.
Yes.
Squidgy.
Tumbleweed, as someone called them the other day. Tumbleweed.
They do.
We've got one for you then, Andy.
Right, I'm going to mute again.
Which Huey?
Well, I don't know. You're all the same to me, aren't you?
You say Huey's the same?
I mean, I genuinely did get the names wrong, and then it just seemed to annoy them. So I was like, okay, well, let's carry on with this then.
There's two sizes of those flat wheels. I'm trying to work out what size you've got there.
I can tell you, if you bear with me, mate. If I go on my magic friend Google over here. There is.
You're not using your magic friend, the app?
No, I don't know where to put my phone at the moment. But you have a 9.5 mil and a 4.8 mil.
Yeah, Kez uses both. Yeah.
As we'll probably discuss, next live with the jerry cans will come up. These are really good for removing paint and rust. As well, the flat wheel, like really good.
Yeah. Didn't Jixie rename his shoes with the Dremel Speedway in a video? I think he did.
Did he? Not the Tooth Fairy.
Have you not seen his recent video? I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which.
No, not yet. I mean, don't be wrong, it wouldn't be the first time I've been called a type of fairy, to be honest with you. Normally it's on a football pitch. Yeah.
We have a good video of that, don't we?
What, me playing football?
No, you running around Dremel's Bosch's warehouse with a blow-up chair. I think we ought to dig that out one day, haven't we?
I thought you were going to say dressed as a fairy. I say we all need to
he
see
wasn't,
that.
but he might as well have been.
Yeah, might as well have been, yeah.
Hi, Andy.
Andy Valleywood Turn has joined us.
Kez,
Hello,
you're
good evening.
in the bottom corner again, just so you know. Yay. Nobody puts Kez in a corner.
No.
Yeah, Kez she'll paint it.
Really into those details. So would Kez do with these bits, would she be doing the shaping as well? So doing like detailed shaping with the smaller bits, the larger bits, or how would you do it?
Yeah, she'll work into the details using the pointier bits. Depending on how much time we get as to whether she gets there or not.
Scott, that was almost good. Almost good.
Right, we've got that one. But here's what I did earlier.
Ooh.
So this,
Where
that
they
we've got
just
that bit. These are what I scrolled out earlier. As you can see, my piece of wood wasn't quite big enough.
Scroll or swirl?
We scrolled.
Mm,
We scrolled. So with the same things again, I would remove the
Can you move
corners.
it all up a little tad?
I'm going to move it all up. There you go. Can you see
That's
now?
better.
Okay, so what we've got here is the pumpkin, and then we've got some spooky trees. So I'm going to put the pumpkin to one side for a moment, and we'll have a go with some spooky trees. Yes, I have got some American black walnut here. I thought it was nice and contrasting with the tulip or poplar, whatever you want to call it. Although that gets painted anyway. So, but yeah, so yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these, and because these here are so intricate, it's not. Is it focusing? No, it's not.
Hold on. Turn that 90 degrees slightly. The tree. There you go. You got my logo. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, so we are going to just give this a quick sand now, because these bits that I've been using, because this is so delicate, I won't use these bits. Okay, so I will just go straight in for sanding on these, but just because they are so delicate, and I've broken quite a few this week already. So
one wrong move on that, and you've broken a branch, haven't you?
Yes,
Let's
definitely.
see how many she can break now.
Yeah, let's see how many I can break now. I'll count them. I'll hold my fingers up to the camera every time I break one. The
pressure's on.
Don't destroy the family tree.
Don't destroy the peach tree.
Question for the chat then is, how many is she going to break?
Yeah, that's the one.
Guys.
How many branches do you think I'm going to break? Right, I'm going to mute.
What makes them spooky trees?
Shadows.
You might see it a bit.
I was going to say like how scarily good they are, but we'll go with shadow. Go for it.
What speed is Kez running that at?
Not very fast.
That 15, I reckon.
25.
25 on the scale. What's that, Andy? Come on. An RPM. Come on, you can do this.
Hang on. 25 on what scale? I'm confused.
I thought 25 was the RPM.
Yeah, if it's on a
25,000. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4250 is nice and easy because it goes up like it should do.
Yeah, I just had 3 zeros on, and I think it's normally about right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I mean, if you have them on any higher, you're going to go through those flat discs so quickly. They do wear down if you have them too quick on. I mean, on wood they should be okay. But as I said, I was using them on metal the other day. Did the stupid thing of whacking it up at full pelt, and it disintegrated very quickly. Turned it down to 10,000, 15,000, and they were lasting a really long time. So that speed really does affect what you're doing.
So up today, we only have 2 guesses in. Andrew from AGK says she's going to break 2. And JP's creeping, he says 0. He has faith in her. JP.
I have faith as well, because I think she's already broken the one she would have broken.
Yeah. I think if we possibly distract her, she might lose concentration and break one, but I don't think she's getting it on her own.
Oh, Kez, Batman.
So basically, if we start dancing, distract her a bit.
She'll close her eyes so she can. So, when were you going to start dancing, Andy?
My best moves, man. Mate, there is murder on this dance floor when I get going. I'm cutting shapes all over the place.
I bet.
Yeah. Definitely murder on the dance floor. You better not kill this groove, DJ. You're going to burn this goddamn house right down. Murder on the dance floor.
Or at least your neighbours.
Yeah,
Edge.
possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Is
my
that the
neighbour's
song
Edge.
for the week then? Or song for the month? Hey, we haven't had a Dremel song for ages.
I know. I'm surprised no one's put. You guys haven't mentioned it in a long time. I
Okay,
got away with it. It's really good.
Yeah, we do keep mentioning it. You just keep ignoring it.
Yeah.
Okay, hands up in the comments if we need a new Dremel song.
Do we need a new Dremel song? And if we do need a new Dremel song, I would like suggestions on what song.
Oh, that's easy because it needs get it ready for Halloween.
Merge on the dance floor. The stage just lost the
Spooky.
groove.
Never had the groove in the first place.
That's fantastic, Andrew.
Aren't you looking for a demo spot next month, Andrew?
I can see a few hands up, or yeses at least.
Cheeky.
We got hands up from JP. We'll take that as a yes from Huey. And we got a yes from Lucy.
Come on,
Some from
suggestions for song. Got to make Dremel lyrics for a new song. Could be fun.
Go on, somebody come up with a suggestion for him. Make it an interesting one.
Well, it could do the Monster Mash, I guess. You know, that works quite well.
Yay.
You know.
So there we go. We've got some of that done.
Yeah, it's focus.
And you can see it's a bit wonky on the where I've sanded it, but that's what I aim to do because I'm trying to make a piece of wood look like a tree. If that makes sense. It's a bit ironic, really, isn't it?
I've got a question.
Like
So you've taken the tree,
yeah,
made it into a piece of wood, and now you're making it back into a tree. Is that correct?
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's one for you, Andy.
DuckTales.
There we go.
Do like a
The
bit
theme
of
of
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Oh, our 9-year-old loves DuckTales. He's been watching the series on. Is it Netflix that it's on?
Do love
It's
a bit
on
of
Netflix.
DuckTales.
So right. Move on.
Anyway, while we've got a quiet period, we haven't had any projects sent in recently.
No, or stickers. No projects or stickers.
What, even after your
stickers.
your post last month about no stickers and you climbed a ladder and everything?
I climbed a ladder looking for stickers.
Oh,
nothing. Oh, I've got cramp in my leg. Ow. God, I'm so old.
sorry, is this another thing for stickers?
No, I've generally got cramp in my leg.
Okay, so
I've got to have a walk around. I'm sorry, I've got cramp.
If anybody
yes, I've painted that.
Yeah, if anybody wants us to show any of their projects on the next live, if you can send pictures into the email address that's scrolling across the bottom, or alternatively, you can send them to Mark or myself and Kez via social media.
Okay, so what we've got here is Phil's made a frame, as he always does. He's great like that. And what I've done is I've just painted the back part with a bit of a spooky scene. It's not finished. I will add some extra details in here and there. But what we're going to do is glue down the pieces that I have. When I can reach,
you can't reach the glue.
I need to reach the glue.
I like the way she says it's not finished yet. To me, that looks like a finished blooming painting.
No, it's not finished. I've still got details to put in here and there and whatnot. It's just like moonlight, glow, etc. and stuff like that.
It's a bit like moonlight music and dancing.
Yeah, that's the one. We'll have some of that.
Any Northern Soul fans out there? All I want is moonlight, music, and you in my heart.
Don't recognise that song.
Who told him he could sing?
In my defence, it is the Isle of Wight Scooter Festival this weekend, and I should be there. So I should be like cutting shapes, doing Northern Soul dancing, but not there. I'm here with you lot. I love you lot.
Andrew says, "Do you need his step stool?"
Yes, I do need your step stool. I need my husband
This is
to
the one
put,
cutting shapes.
things down a little lower because it doesn't help me being short and him being really tall.
Sorry, I've got to help the short horse out.
Yeah, that's the one.
We're having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, because somebody's too short.
Yes, somebody's too short. Oh, dear me. yes.
And the glue bottle she's just pulled down has actually got a blocked cap.
Yeah. So
No
yeah,
one
I
likes a
did
blocked
reach
cap.
it in the end. It's just blocked. So, right. So what we have here is I've got my trees.
Your
here
wood
in
that looks
here.
like trees.
Yeah, my wood that looks like trees. But what I've also got is a piece of paper.
Which is
Here.
also made from
Can you-
trees.
Yeah, that's the one. So what I'm going to
Tree
do
murderer.
is I'm going to dab. Let's move that over there. Actually, I'm going to dab the glue onto the tree.
What type of glue
Oh
are
my
you
God,
using,
what?
Kez?
I am just using thick CA glue. I think it's
Thick.
O3A. Thick.
Is that a brand name, that thick? You need to work with their marketing
it's
team.
filled.
The
So
best tasting glue, that is.
thick. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you could probably find a branded bottle, but it's the Dremel show you.
So what I'm going to do is just
Hello,
dab
Dee.
down onto the paper first, just so you get less squeeze when you put that in there. And
You're
hopefully,
off camera a bit.
oh, I might. Okay, give me a second. Can you see now?
Yeah,
I'm
that's a bit
stuck to
better.
the paper.
can see now.
That is looking proper spooky dooky wookly do.
I've just been stuck to the paper.
We're having
Oh
another
my-
technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of a sticky situation, this one.
It is, isn't it? So,
Do you know how many
there we
times
go,
I've had
doing
a cloth stuck to the end of my finger because I've used a cloth to wipe super glue and then got the cloth
Yeah.
stuck to the finger? Yeah, it happens regularly.
that. Phil got
You
his
think-
finger stuck to his face once.
Right, we have
Oh,
Huey
bingo.
was first in with bingo, and Kate Cornish Maid was literally a second behind him.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Oh, well done.
Lucy,
What did we say to
still
get
didn't
bingo?
make it again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, on my line, it does say they got in at the same time. So I guess we can have two winners there. I'm happy with that. They
Oh,
are.
there you go then.
Cool.
So, Cornish Maid
Well done.
1982. If you email us with the email going across the screen, email us your postal address. Huey, I'm pretty sure I have yours because I stalk you anyway. We'll get Max accessories out to you. So well done, you. Round of applause.
Yay! Good job, guys.
Yay!
Well done.
Glue that one.
But you only get them if you stay to the end of the show. You can't go now.
Yeah.
That's it, they all leave. Bingo's over.
It's done. It's done.
So just dabbing the glue everywhere that it needs to be.
The email address, if you do miss it on the bottom, if you can't write it down off the bottom of the screen, is in the description below.
Yes. Yes, but make sure you, so Cornish Maid, make sure you do send me your details, because if you don't, I can't guess where you are. I can't send them to you.
Is
It's a
the
bit of a
frame
hint in the
steel?
name.
Well,
the
I'm
frame
guessing,
steel?
yeah, but Cornwall, there's more
No.
than.
Keep guessing, Mark. Come on, we're on Name the Wood.
Oh. Whose wood?
Name
So
the
it's
wood.
not sapele.
It's not
Mahogany?
Sapele. Nope.
It's not dark enough mahogany. It's
Mango.
Not-
It's not
No.
mango. Mango's orange.
It's not twisty enough and it's not orange enough for mango.
it's not what
The frame
if it
we're
is one-
talking about, Huey. That's the frame, mate.
This bit.
Oh, I'm glad you pointed to it, Kez, because I didn't know which the frame was.
There you go, then. See, so I was just helping.
Huey, the walnut is the trees, yes.
Yeah, American black walnut is the trees. Poplar.
I reckon the
tulip
frame
is-
is IKEA furniture.
No.
No,
It really looks like no. Actually, the top.
It's
doesn't
in
look
the sort of it's in the same sort of family.
as IKEA furniture. It's Argos furniture.
No, it's Sapele.
Fuck
Oh,
that
I'm
furniture.
not-
It's definitely-
I'm not going to Google it. I don't know. I don't.
There
know.
is some Sapele in there, and it's actually the back plate of Sapele.
So this was one that I made earlier.
Oh wow.
So we've gone from this to this,
Ooh.
which was
All
originally
in the space of this live stream. That's amazing.
No, it's called Blue Peter.
Right, to put everybody out the misery, the frame is Meranti.
Meranti?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that one.
Sounds like a cocktail.
Poor man's mahogany.
It is very similar to mahogany and sapele.
I thought sapele was a poor man's mahogany.
I have a bookshelf that smells of rich mahogany. Anyway.
That was really random, Andy.
Do you sit there looking at your books in your cravat?
I do. I'm often smelling wood.
Yeah, well.
Wrong show, Andy. Wrong show.
Yeah, what you do
Sorry.
in your spare time, mate? Keep it to yourself.
Now,
Cool,
as you can
now I
tell
can
by
do
the
more.
difference, of the colours of the trees, Phil forgot to put the finish on the other tree.
So we'll do that later. But there
No,
you
it's to
go.
do with depth. It's to do with depth. One's closer to us or further behind. That's what it is.
Yeah, normally if something's slightly lighter, it's further away, and if it's
Yeah, 'cause
darker, it's further forward towards you.
Yeah, really?
So there you
Is
go.
that how light
Yeah, you do it on
perspective
purpose, Kez.
Yeah, that's how it works. Like when you're looking at a piece of art and you see something that that's like far away, it's like grayed out. It's like so you got your grey out there, whereas this has started to get a little bit a bit darker, and then you've got this that's really dark, so it's like coming forward.
It's a happy little tree.
It's catching. It's catching.
What?
Lucy's been smelling wood today as well.
Oh. Oh my gosh. What is it with you lot? Why can't I join in?
That looks spectacular. You've got some wood lighting. You just smell it.
Spectacular. All I can smell is glue at the minute.
Oh, jeez. That
Oh my
looks
gosh.
awesome. I mean, especially considering you did think that you weren't going to be able to finish it in the live.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
13 minutes to go.
Yes, so there we go. So that
Let's do
is
another
that.
one.
Yeah, start again.
Yeah,
Start
I'll carry on with that one, shall I?
Yeah.
And paint it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, there we go. So I'm going to come over to Phil. So if you want to switch cameras.
Yeah, I think we'll allow you. We'll allow you back.
Thanks. So there you go.
Oh, well done, Kez.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
So hopefully my 13-year-old will like it.
I'm sure.
And if he's watching this, he's already seen it.
No, they don't watch. They're like, nah. Just mum doing a thing. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Oh, so-
Good. I've still got glue on my fingers. I'm trying not to
Sniffing
stick
wood is.
well, don't hold your hands together. They'll get
No,
stuck.
it's on my thumb. I was like, oh.
What's
Kez has
everyone's
been
favourite
smelling
wood?
glue. Well, that explains a lot.
You just stand over there. Woo!
To be fair, has anyone ever had the accident of actually physically gluing something to themselves or their fingers together? Or
My mum used to wear false nails, and she used to glue her nails and her fingers to everything. And I mean, everything, even her knickers. Whilst she was wearing them. I
okay,
don't want to know.
Sounds like something Kenny would do whilst sewing up his jeans.
Yeah, it's definitely a Kenny thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Pretty cool. So there we go. Nice project, all in one, and I didn't quite glue myself to anything.
no, which is good. Which is a good way to not. It's a good way
Yeah.
to end the project.
So Katie says she sent you the email, Andy.
I have seen it already. Yeah, you crazy people emailing me on a Sunday night. What's
Sunday
wrong with you
night.
people?
Before a bank holiday?
Yeah, cool, awesome. Got that. Or some spam email from somebody called Jamie Paggy Parja. Don't know, some weirdo. I'm gonna get that banned. Definitely get it
Right.
banned.
What have we got next month then?
Ooh, I believe we have. Well, to be fair, we might not now because he's a cheeky bugger. We have Andrew from AGK joining us to give us some demos
do.
on wood turning, I believe, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty good.
Wood turning in Dremel, I believe.
Yeah.
Has he?
Andrew
hang on.
actually says he did glue his fingers together and what was that? I did glue
Accelerator.
my fingers together and there was accelerator involved. Ouch.
Why were you gluing your fingers together whilst driving? That seems weird.
He was gluing his fingers to the accelerator.
Oh,
Obviously.
Okay. Well, please. Right. So Andrew's not going to have any glue in next month's demo, because apparently
And
he's going to
Huey
accelerate
says
himself
it's
to a
going to be
problem.
a short demo.
Oh, dear.
Hey! Oh.
Yeah, but you can't see how short he is on camera. It's fine.
Yeah, I believe he uses the Tom Cruise method of filming, doesn't he?
Sylvester Stallone did the same thing. It's like angles down.
So I believe it will be September the 24th.
It might be the one running across the bottom of the screen.
It might be the one running across the bottom of the screen. It's almost as if you know what you're doing and I haven't got a clue. Which is yeah.
Oh, Dale from Maple Tree Studios has joined us just as Kez has finished.
Oh.
Hi, Dale. Bye, Dale.
Yeah, hi Dale. Bye Dale.
Yeah.
Did you get the timing wrong, Dale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
It was probably busy working.
So yes, September 24th.
Cool.
Andrew. Yeah, look forward to that one.
And do you think you'll have your jerry can done by then, Mandy?
I hope so, because I'm off to a cider festival in Cornwall, and it's a gift for a friend who's going, and I'm hoping to take it with me to give it to him then. So I would like to say yes, and if you'd asked me before I started the spray paint and having to actually think about the project a few weeks ago, I would say yes. Now I've got to use my brain. Not so much, maybe. I'm not that confident, but we'll see.
We've been joined by the crafting last herself, Kate Kitchen.
Hi,
Evening,
Kate. Okay. Oh, and thank you.
And what's going in it, Andy?
Well, I'll explain more. I was going to make a picnic hamper out of it, hopefully. So essentially, space for, because he drinks cider, 2 cider bottles, glasses, and then plates and cutlery and stuff. And then put some leather strapping on it on the outside, so we can put a picnic blanket. Stop it. Yeah. Easy. But the thing is, because he's a Mini fan and he has an old classic Mini, what I wanted to do is, the main color is British Racing Green, and then because it's a Cooper with a white roof, somehow fit that in there, and that's proving a little bit more difficult than I thought, because I'm having to spray different colors and or I do it, and then unfortunately to the audience, these 3, I'm going to say idiots, but they know they're actually more intelligent than me and know what they're doing. I suggest things to them and they go, yeah, no, you want to do this. I'm like, yeah, I should have done that.
Have you overly complicated your first jerry can?
Yes, I have, massively so.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's stupidly, when I was planning this massively complicated, overcomplicated jerry can, didn't ask you lot how I can uncomplicate my overcomplicated jerry can.
I'm sorry, this has got to go on screen, just for Lucy.
Nanny Og is brilliant.
It's a Terry Pratchett reference, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dale didn't attend the earlier part of the show because he was at the Edinburgh Fringe watching the magic of Terry Pratchett live.
The lucky so-and-so is all I can say.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet that would be really good.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Trent Creek Wood Turner Cornwall is also going to the cider festival.
Ooh, I've completely forgotten the name. The Little Orchard Cider Festival. Ocean Colour Scene are playing. Love Ocean Colour Scene. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He's dancing again.
Yeah. I don't like cider though, so it's going to be interesting.
I'm sure they might have other stuff. They might have water.
Well, last year I did find the one bar that served lager, and I was like, "Yay!" And then I forgot where it was because I was drunk, and just kept drinking lager. Yeah.
So Lucy's now got to look up who Nanny Og is.
Yeah, Google it.
Nanny Og. Okay.
Nanny Og. Yeah, you're going to Google it now, aren't you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to Google it afterwards. Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to have, maybe we should have a, maybe we should do, one of us should do a project that's Terry Pratchett based.
Oh,
Yeah.
we might be soon. We might be soon.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil, you tease. Not all you.
Yes.
I believe we discussed it last month after the show.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And you can't
it was when I
remember.
went because I was having bad signal.
Yeah,
Did I miss that bit?
possibly.
You missed that bit, yeah. So you'll have to wait and see, won't you?
Well, I want to do a Terry Pratchett project.
Well, you can do a Terry Pratchett
I feel like I'm copying now, though.
Oh no, you're not. You can do it. They're going to be different, aren't they? Is there anyone, all the Terry Pratchett fans in the audience, put some suggestions in for what Mark should do?
Not a jerry can. I've got too many jerry cans to go.
Yeah, we know what Dale knows about the project, so I understand what the heels reference is.
Yeah. With heels, I think. Oh, hang on. I remember now. I remember what it might be.
Back to him.
All right, you're gonna have to tell me off air because I feel like I want to know. Been left out to this.
Oh, you poor thing, you. You poor thing. But yeah. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So
Rob's,
I was really proud.
Rob's a bit worried now that you don't like cider.
Do a wizard staff with a knob at the end.
Not sure what you're trying to imply there, Dale.
Who's
I
facing
mean,
the end of it?
do you by a knob at the end? Is that the person holding it, or are you? What are you trying to imply? What are you trying to imply, young man?
Oh dear me! Pointy hats and pointy shoes.
I have spent years looking out for the perfect piece of wood that would double as Gandalf staff. I'm not going to be able to find one that's going to.
I know it's Lord of the Rings, not Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Whenever I go in a forest, I'm looking around everywhere to try and find a piece of wood that looks very similar. Not found one yet.
Can't you just get a 2x4 and carve it? I mean, you're a maker.
No, it wouldn't be the same. Yeah, I could do that. Anyone could do that.
Anyone could do that. Yeah. I can't find one ready-made.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I want it to be natural.
Well, we all want to be natural, mate, but sometimes age catches up with us. So, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, come on! I've just carved a tree to look like a tree. I'm sure you can do the same.
Yeah.
So I need to find a tree to carve it like a tree. Yeah, I get it. Right, okay.
Yeah, carve a tree to look like a tree.
Yeah.
It was a big tree, now it's a mini tree.
Tremendous.
Hey.
Might start branching out.
Oh, he's on it. Come on.
No. I think it must be time for the end of the show.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
are you leafing through your joke book, Mark? Come on.
I don't need a joke book. I just need I need it works both ways. I can't just have jokes.
I thought you can.
Depends on something you say.
Are we barking up the wrong tree for you in these foliage related jokes?
That's a woof straight over my head. Literally. I'm out.
Kate says she thinks you'll find the perfect Gandalf staff in time.
Yeah, probably when this beard's long enough for me to look like Gandalf. Yeah.
It's great.
Nah, he had a
He had a what, Andy?
Long hair.
perm.
I could wear one of those wizard's hats and stick hair to it. There you go. That'll do.
That would be
You
cool.
look like
Yeah.
the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh, man. Although we've kicked up something here. Cornish maid, I'm not sure I'm going to send you anything for winning bingo now, because who puts jam on before cream? You mental.
You put jam on
you.
one side and cream on the other side and put it together.
Oh no, that's sacrilege apparently. I mean, that makes perfect sense, but apparently it's sacrilege.
It's perfect sense.
No.
It
But you
means
put
it
the
hasn't
cream
gone
on
on
first
first
because
class, it's just together.
yeah.
I always have to check
Well,
which way round first with the wife, otherwise I get into trouble.
I feel like I may have kicked a hornet's nest there, though.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
Just
it's kind of like just as we're about to finish, like dance puppets, fight for me.
Oh dear me.
Yeah. You live north of Bristol? No, I don't live north of Bristol. I live in Surrey. Bristol. Ugh.
They're cross country a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a touch,
Jamie says he's got a Gandalf beard, but then Andrew says it's not grey.
We should put
Spray
it
can. Spray
through
can, we can soon sort that.
yeah.
Well, he wasn't grey originally.
Well, there's that.
He came back as Gandalf the Grey.
No, he didn't. He came back as Gandalf the White. Don't get me started on Lord of the Rings lore. Sorry, it's my area of expertise.
And with that, are we going to say goodnight then, guys? Because we're...
Good night, guys.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we might piss off more people with this if we keep going with this. You're like, oh, who else? Which other demographic can we annoy or fan group? Let's go for it.
So, vinegar first or salt? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Just salt.
What?
Just salt. You don't do vinegar. It's just salt.
We've started a competition on here on who's got a Gandalf beard.
Gravy or curry sauce?
Gravy.
Neither. No, just no.
Gravy.
No, we're gonna have a chat when we're off air. We're gonna have a chat about a number of things. You and me, young
Gravy.
man.
You have to dip your bread and butter in your gravy.
Gravy every time.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh gosh. Right. Anyway. Right. Good night, all. Thank you very much.
On that note, guys, see you.
We hope you had a wonderful time. We'll see you next month when you can see
Love
Andrew
you.
Mason wood turning. Love you. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. I'll keep waiting.